Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but we're back. Yeah, I like to upload weekly, but you know, that's not really very truthful. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing a day in the life. So yeah, so in today's day, like I've just got plan for the day is I've got a 10 o'clock lesson. It's currently 8 AM, so I've got about an hour to ride one horse before the lesson, and then 2 before lunch. I'm planning to ride 3 before midday, and then after lunch just a bit of stable chores. And then I've actually got an arena hire for denim. One of the horses, I haven't decided whether to take Bungee or denim yet. It's just a bit of, right now I'm just deciding. Probably depends what they're like, because if you know, I've only just fed them, so if Denim, say, is prancing around her stall, then it's more sensible to take Ferg, but I've been taking Ferg out quite recently because obviously, hello boy, he's obviously quite new, so, you know, I would prefer to, hey, he's not trying to get kisses, I would slightly prefer to, take that Denim out because I've been taking Ferg out a lot, and then I'm also working with my rescue horse today. Yeah, I think what's going to happen today is I'm going to Lucky, so it is Stone. I'm just going to lunge Stone. I think I'm going to the lesson's going to be on Winner. That's my first pony. They look very similar, that's why. But my first kind of thing is like so basically the lesson today is going to be on Peter. What am I going around with? Peter. Going to be on little Peter here. So Peter, I'm just going to ride him, and then Stone, I'm just going to lunge Stone, and then I'm going to take Lucky on a trail ride. Because Lucky is quite old, so loads of people are like, do jumping with him, and I'm just like, I will maybe one day record some little jumps, but yeah. So the arena hire is mainly going to be a dressage thing, but they have got a few little fences going to be set up. I think the aim is just going to be to get Fergie used to new spaces. I think we're going to take Fergie. Especially as he's never been to Moorland, and Moorland's quite a common arena hire thing for me and Denim, so it's kind of like our little tradition together. But yeah, so I think I am now going to go and tack up Cinnamon, and I also need to change, so yeah, I'm going to change into my riding helmet and pop the boots, and then I'm going to go ride Cinnamon, so I'll see you guys when I'm all changed. So I've just realised that the dinner hasn't properly gone down for me to have a good old gallop with Cinnamon, so I with Cinnamon, what am I talking about? Yeah, Cinnamon. With Lucky, what? I keep on calling my horses random names, but yes, Lucky. So I can't ride Lucky because it's just, you know, he just had his dinner. You know, it's going to be bad for him. But yeah, so I'm just going to lunge this guy. But yeah, I just realised this is open stable. I've forgotten his head got, so I'll go grab that, and I'll see you guys when So you guys, I'm now with Stony, so I'm just talking about. Yeah, Stone, sorry. This is Stone. Keep on forgetting all my horses' names. That's a sign when you have too many horses. They all mean a lot to me, but I keep on calling them. So his name is Stone, Soul of the Stones, and that's his show name, and I keep on calling him. But yes, so I'm now going to pop on just a head collar and some protection boots. Most people were like, you know, you don't use rugs as I lunge, and I find them a bit constricting. I feel like exercise rugs, especially designed, but when you don't have a saddle to secure them, they can flop around a bit, so yeah, and I'm just going to wear a coat. We're only going to lunge for like 10 minutes. It's just until Lucky's got his dinner gone down enough. But yes, so right now it's time for me to take up. So yes, I've got, as you guys know, I've got a sponsor of Rex Stamper Saddlery, so I'm just, I love these boots so much because they protect him so well from brushing, and after his tendon injury, he's not got the best, you know, feeling in his legs. So it is like better required that, you know, I do wear brushing boots. That's just why, but yeah, I just went for the black, grey and brown ones. They do come in multiple colours, but they're really neutral colours. So that's nice. And then his halter here, as you can see, I've got a lot of duplicate halters, but they've all got their named engraved, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so now I'm just going to take him down to the lunging pen, and yeah, just to ride him. And I am so grateful I've got a lunging pen, because when I used to lunge in the arena at SEC, you know, I used to have to do that. I might do a bit of free riding on him. I don't know yet. But yeah, so I'll meet you guys down at the lunging pen. I'm not going to do any time lapses because I'm filming on my own right now, so that's a bit difficult because none of my stable hands is right. And I'm still wearing my coat because one, I need my phone, and my t-shirt under this doesn't have any pockets. And number two, it's chilly outside still. But yeah, see you when I'm down there. Oh gosh, can't pause my filming 1 minute, guys. So as you can see, guys, I've just got him now on the landing ring. Now, so he has 3 days off every single week, but one of those days off, I like to do this kind of thing with him where it's just like gentle lunging, so no free jumping or anything like that. It's just a bit of a kind of chill atmosphere, so he's still getting exercise and he's still staying fit. And then also on one of those days, I'll take him for a walk. So he's got one day where he's completely like free, and then there's also another day like that. So he trots in this really nice way, and I love the way that he trots. He's got a lovely trot. Here, as you can see, he kept on snorting because he's not very fit at the moment, but I need to take him up an endurance level because when he's doing lessons, he'll be walking and trotting around for a few hours, especially with like beginner trail rides. It's really important that he's got this walk and trot fitness. I get cantering for like an hour and a half, it's quite difficult, but just walk and trot he should be able to do. And I've kind of, since his injury, I've been using excuses not to keep him fit, even though things like this he's been completely fine to do. Even after he had his surgery, obviously, he was still a tender, and now he had his surgery, and I chose to have that surgery on him about 6 months ago. He can return to the fitness he had before. Obviously, I need to be a lot more cautious. Like, he has to wear boots every single time he's exercised. You have to be careful with his mud boot. What? He needs to be in mud boots in the winter when he gets turned out. Just things like that. And I've got to be super careful with his legs to make sure that there isn't a re-injury. But he is here. I'm just getting rid of the break. But if there is re-injury, then he will probably not be able to be ridden for very light work. Like, I'll probably have to sell him to a trail ride centre and dub him as being like 16 because, yeah, even though he's 10 and he's in his prime, as you can see with his front legs, he's shuffling a bit, and like that's still like, even though he's completely fine, he's limping a bit because he's scared of putting weight on it, and he's completely fine on those legs that my vet's given him the all clear on when we force him not to limp, like when we tell him no, you're not allowed to limp on the water treadmill. When he forgets then it's going to hurt. He's completely great with those legs. It's just literally the fact that he's scared that they're going to hurt, and that's still, we still got to he's still got to build up trust that they're not going to hurt. And as you can see here, it's not hurting you. You can obviously see, but the thing is, he's scared that it's going to hurt because he had it hurting for like 3 months. That's now kind of the way he walks and trots. But yeah, so that's a bit of an update on Stone. I'm now going to bring him back after a walk and trot lunge. I decided I'm going to do some free riding. So this entire video, apart from the bits where I'm actively filming, is a voiceover. So yeah, I decided I'm just going to do a bit of free riding with him. But yeah, so I'll see. Then there's also a bit of a GoPro camera. I'll just leave you guys to it. Oh, good boy, we're up now. Great job. Keep on walking. Oh, it's been ages since I've been bareback, isn't it, boy? Yeah, it's been ages, hasn't it, baby? Good boy. Oh, I need to brush that mane of yours. It's all grumpy. Let's see one eye bullet off. For a bit of a trot, my friend. Ready? Ready to go? Right, I'm nice and secure. Trotting. Trotting. Come on. Good boy. Oh, nice trot. Good bladdo. Good bladdo. Good man. Good mano. Good job. Well done, man. Good man. Want a little canter now, right, for me? Do you want a canter? Do you want a canter? Oh, I've forgotten how long it's been bareback cantering. Oh, no, it's sliding off there, mate. I think that's enough. Oh, great. So it's currently 9:45, so I've just had a lovely little ride with Stone, as you've probably seen from those GoPro pictures. They were very nice. So yeah, the plan now, I don't know who to ride. This is a bit of a question. I don't know whether to do stable chores or ride someone. I think I'm going to do my hack with Lucky now before the lesson, so I get riding all of the lesson ponies. Well, when I mean lesson ponies, these are 3 horses that I've set aside for lessons when I started proper riding school. So what I've got those 3 horses all ready to be turned out. So I need to turn him out with another horse, and I haven't currently got a horse, and I'm riding all today. So yeah, I need to turn him out with another horse. But yeah, so I think I'm going to hack Cinnamon Lucky now well, Lucky now. I keep on calling him Cinnamon, so he's Lucky Cinnamon. That's his show name. But yeah. So yeah, I'm now here with Winner again. But yeah, so Winner Spotty! Spot. But yeah, so now I need to go turn him out. So I need to go ride him, and then I'll turn out those two together. So guys, the plan for today's hack was just to, you know, get a bit more, kind of just, I wasn't really working on anything, like obviously it was nice to have a bit of jogging work down the beach, but it wasn't really going to be anything special. It was just going to be, I need to check up on my donkeys, and he was just going to be a bit of a range horse for me today, so I just decided I'd trot him down to the livery stalls. So all of my livery horses are kept out here or turned out, and then sometimes I let them into my special barn if they've got a special exemption, but it's quite expensive. So I just checked on the livery stables, made sure they were all good. So today there was actually, because I was filming, I made sure that for their privacy, apart from a few, I just arranged that there was this big arena hire down at Sandy Lane Stables. So here, as you can see, I just came down, and it's for one of my free riding friends, where she works with her little pony, and she does free riding and clinics and Liberty. So she just says hi. I just said hi to I just said hi to her. But yeah, so I just said hi, and I was just like, hey, how you doing? We had a bit of a chat. Cinnamon Lucky was very lucky. Calling him Cinnamon Lucky because that was his name. Was very interested in the cat. But yes. And then so then we had a bit of an argument because he wanted to eat the hay, and I told him he wasn't allowed to. But yeah, so then I had to go check him, because sometimes people are like, there are things that go missing in here, and there are sometimes foxes' dens in here, so he's a nice secure horse that I like to ride through here just to check everything's good, because that's a big, thick clump of bushes that things can get stuck in, and yeah, so I decided, as you can see, he's shod from the feet there, but yeah, he's shod, and I just decided then I'd go say hi to the donkeys, drop them down a few minutes, just say hi, because even though they are donkeys, I still like to pamper them, and so I also keep longhorns. I know I'm a menagerie, but yeah, so I said hi, and the sheep and the donkeys live in the same. So this is little Barbara. So we've got Barbara, and then down here we've got Scott, one of our sheep. We just let the sheep breed freely, and then we've got my donkey Eeyore, so named after obviously the Prince Eeyore. And then so I'm not going to go through all the names of the sheep. If you guys want introducing all my animals video, please say on my community tab. And then here, as you can see, we had, oh gosh, my microphone must have been in front of one of those donkeys there, but yeah, so as you can see, this is little Snowy. So Snowy's very sweet as well. She's got little little black dots on her bum, and they live in the nicest field ever. I'm planning, if any horse was ever to retire, that they're going to be turned out here, because they got the donkeys, they got the sheep, and it's full of wild flowers, so it's really pretty. Just things like that. I have been on photo shoots with the donkeys, so as you can see, we just started trotting down. Sorry about that, guys. I can't turn these notifications off. It's the pain of my life. But yes, so then we just crossed the road, the fire trail actually, that's what it's called. So I just got the name up on the screen now. And I decided we'd have our first camp of the day, so I made sure to keep him nice and collected. Here he just bolted off a bit, but sorry guys, let's show off the notifications. I decided I'd just keep him a nice gentle canter through the apple grove, because there was loads of trees and everything like that, and then I steered him away from the beach because it's quite a steep drop down there, and I didn't want him camping down it, because I'd probably fall off and he could be hurt himself, which is not what we want. Here I decided I let him go down, because this bit wasn't as steep, and then we decided we'd have a bit of a gallop down the beach. So here, as you can see, it was kind of like a warm-up for gallop. It wasn't that much of a gallop. It's more, I call this more of a cross-country canter or a cross-canter, I don't know, kind of thing. But yeah, same. And then we just started cantering him down the beach. The reason is, by the way guys, in this video I wasn't wearing a skull cap is just because it's hacking. I wasn't jumping anything. Just, yeah. And also I was too lazy to get my skull cap out and change it to match the outfit. So you guys were happy, and here he bolted off a bit, but I managed to get him back. But yeah, by the way, I am sick, so that's why I sound a bit like a croaky old frog. But yes, so here he just bolted down this cliff, and then he suddenly stopped when he saw what he didn't like. But yeah, so I walked him down, and then he straight back up went to get out again, which wasn't quite what I wanted, but we lived with it. Here I pushed him back up again. Yeah. But yeah, then I started heading home, which I didn't record. But yeah, so see you back at home. So guys, I haven't vlogged in like 2 hours, which I is so bad, but I'm currently riding Fifi, yeah, because I had just taught, I just lost my hat there. But yeah, I just taught my student, and I don't like to put my students on camera unless they've got their own channel, or I don't like to put them on camera. But yeah, so as you guys can probably tell, I've already put the other 2 horses out. I also didn't vlog that because I literally rode, I counted out Lucky, and yeah, I was really stressed. But yeah, so now I'm just going to do a bit of flat work in the round pen, as there's currently 2 girls doing a bit of barrel racing in the main arena through my liveries, so I don't want to interrupt that. But yeah, so I'm just going to do a bit of work in the round pen with him as he goes now. But yeah, so let's head into there. I'm not really going to vlog this because it's a bit of a boring thing, but yeah, so I'll just show you some walk, some trot, and some canter clips, and that'll be it. Yeah, so this is my walk clip, and then cut to trot clip right here. I just did a little transition, and then yeah, and then this was my walk to canter clip. Well, it was really bad walk to canter transition, but yeah, and this is my walk to canter transition. So yeah, so this was it, and I did a bit of that work, and then I got back to the yard to ride my Western horse. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm training him to be a pole bending horse. I'm sorry guys, I've got my recording thing. But yeah, so this is just my pole bending round, and thought I'd do a little voiceover of it. This is all the clips I managed to get from our ride. I'm so sorry guys, I didn't manage to get very many clips, but I'm still going to count it the vlog. But yeah, so as you can see, Willow's got great prowess as a pole bending horse. Here is she, unfortunately not to pole, which was 5 seconds onto our time if this was to be a competition. But I'm still working on her, and yeah, so this was a really good competition. Practice round. I'm sorry guys, I'm really scuffy at recording. So you guys, I'm about to go head down to my arena hire with Fergie. I've had lunch, done all my stuff. So these 2 I turned out first thing in the morning in my big horses field, and then I brought Fergie back in now for our arena hire, and then I'm going to put him back out again, and then take little Denim in and ride her. So guys, the reason the stables were empty were just because all the other horses were currently out in the field, so to have fun, and so was little Denim as well, and I brought her in when I got back. But yes, so that's why cue music again. Also, this music is non-copyrighted. I got it from the YouTube studio. So today we just decided to do small jumps. It was just because It was his first ever arena hire, and I think second ever time off site. So, you know, it was super duper important that we made sure he was nice and calm. Especially the other day, I had a really awful fall on him, and I broke I think I broke a few fingers. I can't even remember. I think it was 3 fingers and 2 ribs. I broke 5 bones in that fall, and although they were quite minor bones and they didn't hurt a lot, it was still really, like, it hurt a lot. So I really hope that you guys, like, you understand that's why we only did like 60-70 centimeters, which is super small. We were also working on him not bolting off, because he does bolt off quite a bit. But yeah, this is a video. Obviously it's not, I don't like every single day take him to an arena hire. Like, every single day I don't hack. Lucky every single day I only have 1 lesson on there, you know. That isn't the thing that happens every day. This is just because every single day is different. It's, yeah, every single day, you know, I do something different. So that is why I do it. But yeah, so as you can see here, I left the trailer and then I had to go tell my stable hand, one of my liveries where I was going. I just like to tell people that, and just in case my trailer crashed or anything like that. So I just decided that I'd tell one of the on-site instructors. This is Mantha. She is one of our experienced instructors, and then I just told her where I was going. She said, we're all good, you know, trailer wasn't being used this afternoon, which even though it's my trailer, I do loan it out to people, and I'm not very on top of it. I have her do like the trailer and things. But yeah, so it was now time for us to head off. I had my favourite ever snack, more vegan crisps to eat on the way. But yeah, so I'll see you when we're there. So once we arrived at our Moorland Stables hire, I then got him out, so I'm just going to leave it back to the music for, yeah, the bit of me tacking him up. So Moorland's a very busy buzzing stable, so it was like the perfect place for an arena hire. It will get him used to competition, the atmosphere level, because there's always like a gymkhana or like a Jorvik Pony Club lesson coming on at Moorland Stables. There's also the Big Bobcats Club, which is some of the best riders in Jorvik, and there's also like they practice a lot of team chasing. It's just insane how many people there are in it. So they let me just use one stable while I tacked him up, so it wasn't a really big thing I had to do. It was really quite simple, and yeah. Once I brought him into his stable, well, not his stable, they just let me use a spare stool just to do like 5 minutes of like grooming and tacking up. But yeah, so now I decided that I would just pop on his blanket, which is Francesca, which is from the Francesca Iron Saddle brand, because yeah, I just love this brand, and it also, this saddle pad is actually a mix with Rex down pad. Because of my sponsorship, I got it completely free. So yeah, you guys were all wondering whether that was like one video or whether they're going to be my sponsorship forever. So it started out as being one video, but a few months ago they did email me and they were like, after, you know, since you got your own place and everything, you know, we would really think that you would be a great candidate for our new for a new sponsorship scheme. So what they said is every single year they recruit new riders. So what they do is every single year they recruit 5 growing either riders or internet or influencers on the internet, and then every single year they also recruit 5 you know, normal people, if that makes that one. Like, when I mean normal people, I mean like normal sponsors, like Forever, until obviously it's easy to quit, but yeah, those are sponsors for Forever. So sorry, my camera went in their face then, but yeah, so I decided I'd warm up in the flatwork arena just because the jumping arena can get extremely manic, and she was already so stressed out. I just didn't want to add to that pressure. But yeah, so I'll put some music over the back in our walk trot canter warm up. So I'm not going to show you guys everything in our warm up. I'm just going to show a bit of walk, a bit of trot, a bit of canter. So yeah. So once I got into the other arena, I just gave him a canter around it. This was just because he'd never been in this arena before, and after our fall, obviously, I was still a bit of a nervous rider, and yeah. So yeah, after my fall, I was still kept on riding. Yeah, I just was a bit hindered in the fact that I had some bandaged fingers, but I just rode without blood for 15 minutes. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, I can't get rid of the global chat bits. But yeah, so here I had quite a big canter because this arena is this is the biggest, I want to say, English arena that he's ever been ridden in. Because our arena at home is more of the Western arena, and then the arena at his old home was quite small. Well, it was like normal sized, it wasn't small. And then yeah, so this is one of the biggest arenas he's ever been in, and it's very daunting for him. But yeah, so we'll cut to when we're jumping. So this was the first course that we did. It was very small, little crosses. It was really nothing much at all. He has a really bad habit of over jumping and also bolting after the fences. So I was doing a trot in, gentle canter out of the fences, which he definitely, here he just got a bit confused and walked, but that I was fine with that. And here he knocked the poles, unfortunately, and had a bit of a refusal, but even though the poles were down, I just decided I'd come back and just try again, which he did excellent here. After a few strides of canter, I brought him back to trot, just so he didn't get overexcited and started bolting. Later on, they had a few little cross-country jumps set up, so I just thought that I'd pop over those as well. Soon they actually start building up a bigger jumping course in July, I think, because of the summer camp people, but it's not up at the moment. So these fences were super small, and I just thought I'd canter into the last one, which he did a great job on. So yeah, next course I'll do another voiceover on. So as you can see here, this was the slightly bigger course. They were still only cross poles, and this one I decided I'd do gentle cantering and then trot, and then canter out for a bit, but trot in between the fences. This was just because he was still bolting a bit after the fences, and he was getting very strong. Here he did a refusal because he did not listen to my leg aids. So here I just decided I'd canter in again, even though once again the fence was half up, half down. He, still did it. So here I decided I'd speed up a bit to the fence. Quite rounded, nice canter, and he absolutely sawed it. So now I decided I'd just do a bit of a kind of mix in between to the fences. So I'd canter into it, and then when I reached the poles, I'd do a slightly faster canter. So here, then he jumped it, because he's got a lot smoother and nicer jump when he's got that faster jumping canter. But it's, yeah, I just don't want him bolting like that into the fences. So here he went a little bit late for my liking, but he still did well. So this was the final fence that we did, I think. Yes, it's the final one. Sorry, I can get rid of that one. Sorry. But yeah. So once we had done that, we then went to ask them to put the fences up again. Next, we did the Bobcat's official course, and this was a slightly bigger course, and I decided I'd take it in his more rounded canter, so it was about 50 centimetres, so about the nursery height in any competition, and I can't wait to do our first ever competition together. That's going to be so exciting. There's a competition on it down at Moorland, actually on this course, so yeah, this was just kind of a bit of a training. It wasn't hunter or anything like that, it was just a basic jumping course, but the plan was to get around clear. This was quite a nice height, and it was actually the biggest size in the show jumps that we jumped. Here I had to bring him back down to canter for the turn because it's a very big horse to turn that height. And then I just decided I'd finish off by doing the Oxer again. But yes, so then I did it again, and then we headed out to the cross-country bit of it to have a bit of a hack and a few cross-country jumps to pull off. So this was us out on the beach. So I decided that we'd do a little wall together, so this was a really basic, and he had a bit of a bolt at these nets. He didn't know what they were, but I managed to steer him clear of Boltville, and yeah, so we started just by jumping this wall, which he found very easy. He's honestly an eventer at heart, and he loves eventing, and that's obviously what we do with him. But yeah, so as you can see here, there were quite a lot of only a few strides in between a lot of these fences, which made it very difficult. After we did that, I decided I'd do it, so we did it around the hill. So I did quite a tight turn a little bit, but I'm trying to get him more supple. And yeah, so then I decided I'd hit him down the hill. So he didn't run away from me immediately. I did this kind of slower canter, and then he immediately started running away from me. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, so here as you can see, he just jumped everything really, really nicely. Yeah, and then I decided I'd just walk him off and head back home. Yeah, I'll see you guys at home.